All right, we're joined now by none other than our political editor, director of news, Sumner Sambo. Who better to help us, break all of this down? Let's begin. Good to have you, of course. The Vice-President Yemi Osinbajo's stake. Don't allow politicians use sentiments to sway you in your decisions on who to vote for. Practically, that's what he was saying. What's your thought on that? And of course, we're hearing, our sister publication today did put it out there that Osinbajo, his structure is on ground, planning to declare for presidency come, after February 26th convention. Yeah, let's talk about all of that.
Well, Osinbanjo is actually right, but he's preaching to the wrong audience. Ooh. Because in Nigeria here, a lot of Nigerians who know how the political system works will tell you that what he's doing is textbook analysis, is a textbook politician stating this kind of statement. Because in Nigeria, you win based on sentiments. Wasn't it sentiments that the All Progressives Congress used in defeating the PDP in 2015? Yeah, but and wasn't it the same sentiments the PDP used in trying to push out the APC in 2019, but the narrative didn't actually, caught up with people, because the APC has a stronger counter narrative. While we understand the role of professionals, you must understand that when you have a population that's hugely uneducated, there is no how sentiments won't play a critical role. So what the Vice President should be telling Nigerians is the rate at which the federal government under the APC-led administration is trying to get a lot of uneducated Nigerians away from poverty, from lack of access to education, so that they can be much more educated to be able to think politically for themselves. Because that's the only way we can do it, not saying it on the political podium. How many out of school children has the APC been able to take out? So when you do that mathematics, you will know that you don't need to say this. The more people are educated, the more they know the kind of leadership that they need, the more they know the kind of even political parties that they vote for, the more they are able to hold people to account.
So the weaponization of poverty and ignorance actually
it breeds sentiment. It breeds sentiment.
In as much as what you're saying holds water, but you must start from somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
You must start from somewhere.
This is the sort of message you give to a society that has a huge number of educated
are you saying it's too early to bring this message? Is there any time that's too early to bring this message forward?
That's why I said that he risks being called a textbook politician. Okay. While it is a very good analysis for you to start from that angle, nonetheless, you will start this conversation by actually stating how many people in your that your political party has been able to remove from the lack of education, lack of access to education, and then you go ahead and you now state why it's important to push aside sentiment.
Can't he mix that? And isn't that what he was trying to do?
In his messaging.
Mix that with what you're saying.
Yes.
That can be mixed.
Look at the proportion of people who go out to vote on election day. Yeah. We still have a huge number of uneducated people. Compared to the professionals that he was advising. How many of the professionals he was advising come out on election day to vote?
That's a
Many of them don't even have PVCs and all of that. So as a result of that, this huge uneducated quantum of people who are the ones who go out to vote on election day need to get a narrative that will actually go with them, because if not, they'll keep on going for sentiments.
Okay, so in other words, come 2023, sentiments will still
play a very huge role, because the federal government and the states are unable to remove the huge mass that's needed to be educated.
Let's talk about Wike. Yes, Wike. He's been visiting the north lately, and don't forget, not too long ago, he actually endorsed the Bauchi State Governor, Bala Mohammed. We don't know what that really is all about. But what do you make of his attempts? What exactly is playing out here?
Well, for Wike to be coming to the north at the same weekend that Amechi was in the north being turbaned and all of that, it sent a very strong message. And don't forget, the same day Amechi was being turbaned, he was also being given a traditional title position. In all of this, Wike is projecting himself as someone you called the political leader, the political commander of the PDP brigade. You could see him assuring McCarthy here that even if it means providing support for you, we will go ahead to do that because the PDP seems to be dwindling in its fortunes in Kaduna State. So he's just here not for the primary purpose of visiting McCarthy, but to actually state that as we go into 2023, we are willing to come from the south to support you in the north to make an inroad.
What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, that
support the northern.
It doesn't exclude him. It doesn't exclude him from running for the presidency.
Because that was where I was going.
Yes, I mean you could see him right from the attire. So what it tells you is that I'm prepared if it means to run for the presidency. And if I'm not going to run for the presidency, the opportunities arise for me to present myself as a vice president, I will do so. Okay. Here I am, putting on the same clothes like you. I'm more like you, and I'm willing to support you.
Okay, good.
But I will also be making.
You're almost talking like a politician, not a newsman. All right. Well, you weren't here. We discussed this. I think was it yesterday? I discussed it with somebody else. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He is saying that PDP. He's seen some people campaigning. But a PDP should present a candidate that has the interest of the people at heart. Okay.
Well, the same would go for both parties, all the parties,
the question,
for that matter, yes.
Is he speaking for the party? I think it was Dr. Mali that said no. What do you think about that statement? Why saying that among all the people campaigning, no one is better than him?
Yeah, I mean, he's actually very right. If this ticket of the PDP is actually zoned to the south, I can assure you that Governor Nyesom Wike will actually come out to contest because he feels in the south that there's no one that's better than him, there's no one who has the watchers than himself, and he will be suggesting within his own political group that is it an Amechi that can contest for the president that he can't contest?
What are his chances?
Well, the chances may not necessarily be there, but he's trying to spread his wings, make new friends, get into new dominions in the north.
Who knows, maybe for 2027?
Well, not necessarily. I can tell you that this is the best time for him to actually have a shot at the presidency when you're a governor, because the presidency in Nigeria has now had some form of, governorship entitlement mentality attached to it.
Absolutely.
And that is where we are having a problem with our democracy. Yeah. When those who are in power, especially those who are governors, think that because they are in position of authority, they have the wealth to be able to stand and hijack party ticket, it becomes difficult.
Forgetting about the larger interests.
Yes, and if you look at the bigger guys who are coming and the people who are predicting one way or the other are either former governors or incumbent governors.
Director of Rise News, thank you for your analysis there.